Hi, everybody. How are we all doing? So nice to see people joining the room. Please, as you're coming into the room, you can feel free to say hi in the comments section. I want to get to know you guys. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, just confirm in the comment section. We're about to start right away. Hi, Temitope. Good. Hi, Grace. How you guys doing? Hi, Kadin. Amazing, amazing. Feel free to say hi as you come into the comment section. Feel free to say hi. Love it. I love the people that are joining in. So glad we're joining in on time. Hi, Katsumi Gimba. I would really love to know what tribe that is. Your name is pretty interesting. Please kindly let me know in the comment section where you're from. Katsuma Gimba. I really love your name. Hi, Dorcas. Thank you all guys for joining so early. I'm super excited to host you guys. Katsumi Gimba, I'm serious. I really want to know where you're from. The name sounds pretty interesting. Hi, Oyin. How you doing today? Feel free to use the comment sections to chat back. All right, so for all those joining in, my name is Adri Okoribe, and I'm the founder of Girl in Africa. And tonight I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be your host, and I'm super excited because this is the first virtual event that we are hosting as an organization, as a community. So before we invite our guest over, because I'm such a sucker for keeping to time, and I respect people's time. So if you joined on time, I want to be able to honor that moment by ensuring that we round off our time. But trust me, by the time this webinar starts, you would not want it to end. Take my word for it. Take my word for it, because the person I'm bringing on board is someone who is vast in knowledge, and she's such a good teacher. She's such a good communicator. And my prayer or my wish or my desire is that for everyone who is joining this webinar, that they are ignited, that their passion for the career is ignited, that they find clarity, that they finally find their path, just as the title of the webinar, navigating your path, in the tech ecosystem. You finally find that path that you are seeking for. All right. A brief introduction of myself. Before that, Katumi Gimba, I said, what's the meaning of your name or where are you from? I'm really interested because your name sounds pretty interesting. Just tell me in the comment section. All right, for those who don't know me, I am a digital marketer. I've been a digital marketer for years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've been doing this for 8 years. So usually how I introduce myself is that I work in marketing and communications. And over the years working in marketing and communications, I've been able to work in different capacities and in different roles, one of which includes, being a growth marketer, working as a brand communication executive for brands. I have also, work with foreign clients just by offering the services that I offer in digital marketing. The whole essence of this webinar is to provide insight, because when I was starting out 8 years ago, I realized that I didn't really have so much guidance as I wish. I didn't have so much guidance the way I wished I would have had then. I had to figure everything out for myself. And I didn't have a lot of success stories that were near to me. All of the people I were looking up to, they were all up there, and they were inaccessible. So one of the reasons why I founded Girl in Africa was to create a community where the girl child will be empowered, where young women, young girls will be empowered to, pursue their dreams, right? Pursue their dreams, be empowered to, learn skills that would help them secure a better future for themselves. So for those who are wondering what Girl in Africa is about, right? Girl in Africa is a company dedicated to empowering girls and women across Africa with essential digital skills. And one of the unique aspects of Girl in Africa is that we are also trying to cater for demarginalized people. So physically challenged women, people who are deaf, people who can see, but they can use their hands, people who can't walk, but they can use their hands, people who can't hear, but they can use their eyes. One of the key aspects we do is that we also cater for those individuals. So we're already doing some offline sensitization, having events for those particular people, because we believe that when you empower a girl, when you empower a woman, when you empower a girl, the girl child, you're empowering a society, right? And the future of work is changing. The future of work is changing, guys. Things are changing, and it's important that we're brought up to speed to what's happening in the workspace, right? Back in the day, you hear people say, "Oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor." Right now, everything is powered by technology. And so it is super, super important that you are in the loop. It is super, super important that we don't have a male-dominated industry, right? So that is what Girl in Africa is about. So yeah, I just said to do a brief rundown, and I'll be bringing our speaker on board right about now so that she could start. And let's get this party started. So, but before we start, while we're still waiting for the speaker, I would like to meet you guys. So can someone just introduce themselves and tell us tell us more about yourself, right? One of the beauty of this community is connection. All right, it's connection. So just feel free to unmute your mic and just tell us, tell us about yourself. Tell us something that resonates with you with this community and what you're hoping to see, right? So who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? I want to meet people in the room while our guest speaker is coming on board. Who is speaking? Who's speaking? Please feel free to mute your mic if you're not the one speaking. You can just lift your hands if you want to talk. If you want to say something, just raise your hands and I will do that and I will let you speak. Hello, can you mute your mic, please, everyone? So yes, like I said, I would love to get to know you guys. So our speaker is going to be here in a bit. So let me know. I want to meet you guys in the room. I've introduced myself. So let's get to know you. Let's get to know you. Or do I call anyone? Katsumi Gimba, maybe you should take the lead. Say hi to the community and tell us a little bit about yourself as our speaker is getting ready to join us in a bit. Hi, Laura from Lagos. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for introducing yourself in the comment section. I appreciate. Who wants to go? Who wants to go? I'm really, really interested. You never can tell. There could be a gift. There's always freebies when it comes to with Ajuri. So trust me, I would want you guys to speak, connect. Let's deliberately and intentionally, connect with people. So who wants to go first? Hi, Kamsi. Thank you for introducing yourself in the comment section. I also want to unmute their mic. Someone should unmute their mic.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, who's speaking? Who's speaking?
My name is Odion Oilowo.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
It's showing Victor. It's showing Victor Oilowo. That's my husband's phone number.
Shout out to your husband. Shout out to your husband.
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm a data analyst by aspiration. I would love to be part of the family.
Amazing. Amazing. I can also see that you have a baby too. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. So one of the things that we're doing in Girl in Africa is also to provide a support system, right? Especially for women who are nursing mothers. And one of the things that I realized is that a lot of people who are nursing mothers, they want to probably start, or who have own wives who are just, they often sometimes have blockers as it relates to pursuing a career in tech. So one of the things we do in Girl in Africa is also to provide a support system. So it's really nice that you introduced yourself, Oyelowo, and I'm really hoping to see more of you. Please, by all means, I have people who, my team members are on ground. I have Chioma. Chioma, I think you should open and say hi. I think a lot of people want to know you. I also have Christabel on the call. So yeah, Chioma, say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi guys, hi girlies, hi everybody from Ghana, from Nigeria. I don't know if I have people from South Africa, Kenya here, but it's nice to have everyone here. I'm glad that we're joining on time. You know, there's going to be a lot of insights that we're going to get. We're going to get answers to our questions. We're going to find direction. Please feel free. We're going to have a question and answer session. Please feel free to ask your questions. Please don't be shy. This is a safe space for women and girls to, you know, ask. There is no stupid question really.
She
So
makes all kinds of things for me.
get clarity so that we can all grow together and move forward and stay committed to our growth. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther Baraka. I don't know if we can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Esther Baraka.
Yes, my name is
nice.
Esther Baraka from Ibadan. I'm a fiber
Oh.
artist and intending data analyst.
Oh,
Thank you very
amazing.
much.
Thank you so much, Esther, for introducing yourself. That was so nice. Thank you, thank you. Nice to meet you, Esther. We have a lot of people who are interested in data analysis, and that's super cool because we have plans for you guys. All right. So one of the things we're working on in Girl in Africa is that we're building a learning management system where girls can come and actually take courses for very subsidized fees. And it's going to be a cohort-based learning approach, right? So you have your tutor, and after you take those courses, you also have mentors in your specific niche, right? That will guide you through the process, at least for 1 month, to ensure that you are situated in the market. And another thing that's going to start next week is that people can now book career sessions with career advisors, and that is for free, right? If you have any questions as it relates to your career, as it relates to what you want to do, maybe you have, just questions. Maybe you have an interview or you want to know the best interview practice, how to go into the market, or you're dealing with your workplace trauma, because that is something that women in the workplace face a lot. Trust me, I've worked in the corporate I've worked in a lot of corporate firms, and I can tell you that women face a lot of discrimination. There's a whole lot of things that, happen in the workplace that kind of like messes the minds of young women. So if you have questions, if you want to know how to navigate a situation, how to even negotiate, right? For your boss to increase your salary. You want your boss to increase your salary. All of those things are things that you can ask for free in the career advisory session, and this is for everyone who is active in the community. All right, so that will start out next week, and I'm super excited to have that. Hello, Akinola Modupe. It's nice to have you on board. Hello, Amina Nasia. Thank you so much for joining. So I had told the speaker that she should join 7:30. I had told her to join 7:30. So basically she'll be joining in a meet in soon. So let's Let's just bear. But this is why I want us to get to know each other while we're waiting. Hi, Dorcas, product designer. I actually joined because I believe this girl and is going Harvard, and I want to be part of the first onboarding call. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Dorcas. And for those who don't know, we are actually backed by some organizations, right? We're actually backed by some organizations. And don't worry, with time, you'll get to know some of those organizations. This platform is duly recognized by the Edo State government. That's one of the body that endorses us. So everything that we're carrying out, all of our activities are fully backed by the state government. And for those who are not in Edo State, of course, that's fine. And we're also backed by reputable organizations that are quite reputable, not just in Nigeria, but in Kenya and in Ghana. So Girl in Africa is here to stay. And that is why I'm super excited that you guys are part of, this first historic virtual event. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going through the comment section. Keep introducing yourself. Let's hear you out, right? This is the time to speak. This is the time to engage with me. I'm even ready to answer questions right off the bat. If you have any questions about Girl in Africa, you can go ahead and say that. Hi, Oluwadamilola from Abuja. Hi, Morayo from Ilorin. And our guest speaker is here.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Kamsi.
Hi, Kamsi. All right. So let me quickly unveil my camera because our guest speaker is in the building. I'm super excited. Hi, Aloha. Thank you so much.
Hi,
I know I told you
everyone.
7:30, but
Yeah,
I
was
told you
working with the
7:30,
time.
my bad, because as soon as I started talking, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to have you on board. Like, I'm super excited. Hi,
I was
everybody.
even
So we have our
eating when I
speaker
now saw
on
your message. I
board.
said, okay, let me pause the food.
Apologies. So I was just interacting with everyone in the group, but right now that you're here, we're just going to go straight into the matter. So, like I already stated, the person who's speaking to us tonight, she's someone who, if there's anyone who's going to be teaching you how to navigate the tech ecosystem, right, it's definitely her. It's definitely her. I don't know if you guys saw my video on social media. I've kind of like known her for a long time on the social media space. Her consistency, tenacity, and beyond just tenacity is the discipline and is the skills, right? And not everyone can boast of, building something, or not everyone can boast of being able to thrive in the tech ecosystem. I can say that for free because I've been there. So tonight is that night where you're going to be experiencing light bulb moment, because I can assure you that you'll be inspired. Your passion will be ignited, and it's going to be real. Lucky Aloha is synonymous with being real. So y'all should get ready. Ask your questions as much as you want to ask, and feel free to, listen. Of course, have your notes part ready, have everything in place because it's about to be a learning party. And with that said, I'm going to have Lucky Aloha take over the call. She's a product marketing manager at at ProKeep, and
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
also she's also an entrepreneur. She's going to give you all of that details, and she's going to tell you how she's able to navigate through all of those phases. Enough said. Over to you, Miss Lucky Eloho. Thank you so much for being on board with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Adjuri, for having me. Thank you for setting up the Girl Learn Africa. I think this is like the official first meeting. Hi, guys. Well done on what you're doing. This is really, really, really good and really big because I'm very interested and very particular about the girl child. And so being here doing this today is really something exciting for me. Yeah. And hi everyone. They know me to have a lot of energy, so I like to um have energy in whatever thing that I'm doing. So I expect that we communicate. I don't just want to talk to myself. I want to be talking to you guys. I'll be in the chat, looking at what's going on in the chat and all of that. So I can already see that some people are already, in line with tech, product design, I'm seeing data analyst. I'm seeing the social media marketer. Those are like the recent message that I could see, which is really good. But I'm going to start from a place of myth. And before I start my presentation, my name is Lucky Elohor, and I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things. And so in this context, I'm going to introduce myself as what fits the context. Or maybe I can just tell you all the things that I am, and you can just pick anything that you like from inside. So basically, as Lucky Elohor, I am a product and growth marketing professional. I'm currently the marketing manager at ProKeep, which is a financial management platform, all-in-one financial management solution for businesses. And I am in charge of the product and growth marketing of the brand. I have also worked in different other tech. Please, if you're not speaking, can you mute yourself? Thank you. I've also worked in different tech-enabled companies. Andrew, please, can you help me mute everyone?
Yeah. I'm working on that.
Okay, there are a lot of people that are unmuted. Please, let's have meetings courtesy where you just mute yourself if you are not speaking, so that it doesn't affect other people. Yeah, so I've also worked in other tech-enabled companies. I've worked at Seller as a marketing and sales lead. That was in like 2021. 2021. I've also worked at an immigration company as a growth marketing manager. I've like also did like a lot of things. I also like I have a business where I do a lot of things. So I'm a coach, a brand strategist. I work on multiple projects as a consultant, as a brand strategist, as a launch strategist. So that's why I said I'm a lot of things. But at the end of the day, they are all intertwined. And I use the skill from here to power here. I use the skill from here to power here. And it just makes me a very grounded person. So as a growth marketing manager, you can be building a funnel, you can be building a sales page, and I'm not lost because I'm a sales funnel specialist as well, right? I am not lost. I know what is going on. I can put in my input. If you get me as a brand strategist and you're doing something about your product marketing, I can help with your messaging, your positioning, because I am also grounded in that area. So now that you know a little about me, because there's a lot to uncover, I just wanted to now share the myths that people have about tech. So when people ask me sometimes, hello, what do you do? If I cannot explain, I know that this person cannot understand. I just say I work in tech, and which is very vague. So when people are thinking about tech, before I even share this, what is tech? Can somebody explain? When you say you work in tech, what does that mean? You can unmute, you can type it in the chat. What does that mean when you say you work in tech? What does that mean first? What do you guys know that to be from your own point of view? I want to hear from you guys. When you say you work in tech, what does that mean? Please communicate with me, guys. I want to hear from you. I want to, so that we know we're on the same page. Tech is technology. Low. And when I say I work in tech, women in tech, in what does that mean? I say tech is technology. We know now. What does that mean? Can somebody just explain? You are tech inclined. Oh, okay. Who else wants to go? Okay, using technological tools and providing solutions with them. Okay, that makes sense. Please, I need responses. We need to be active inside this group.
Okay, when you say I work in tech, means someone that's maybe it's a web designer that mostly works with guides. It's a guide team most times. Work with
Okay. I understand. And someone said tech is making, thank you for that. Tech is making anything at all that makes life easier, any product at all that's designed to make life better. And you are defining tech. But now I'm asking, if you say you work in tech, what does that really mean? What does it mean to be working in tech? Okay, Dorcas, you want to say something?
Yes. Based on understanding though. For me to work in tech. So I have no idea what tech is, and then the transferable skills align with tech. When I'm saying I work in tech, it means I have the knowledge, not really from A to Z, but I know what the transferable skills looks like and how to navigate through like technical aspect. I'm kind of lost now, but that's the idea. Whether you get me.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing. So I'm just going to start with that myth because people don't really understand what it means to be working in tech. Yes, we understand what technology is. We understand what tech is. So tech is when you are using technology, or you are invested in tools or products, creating product that makes life easy, right? That is, in line with maybe the current trends in digital spaces, that is leveraging technology. That's what tech, really means. Tech workspace and the tech ecosystem. That's like an overview of what it means. Now, when they say working in tech, the first thing people think about is, for you to say you're working in tech, you have to either be a product marketer, a product manager, a product designer, a data analyst, a software developer, a UI UX, whatever, all those names, a scrum master, a what else? A information analyst. You have to have those, you have to be in those roles for you to say you work in tech. But that's not it. You can actually be an HR manager and you still work in tech. The other day I was having a conversation with an Uber guy and he was asking me, what do you do? I didn't know what to explain. So I now said, I work in tech. So it's not like, oh, come and teach me tech. That was when I had to be like, hello, you have to explain this thing. Which one is come and teach me tech? I said, I cannot teach you tech. I said, if I want to teach you tech, I have to come from the angle of strategy and marketing, which is where I am from, which is where I am actually very knowledgeable. And that's my area. So there can be somebody else that is doing HR in tech, right? There can be somebody that's doing customer success in tech. There can be somebody else that is doing social media marketing in tech. You can be doing marketing in tech. You can be doing a content creator in tech. You are still working in tech. So that is the first idea I want us ladies to get out of our minds, to say that, oh, in order for me to work in tech, I have to have those big tech roles. Yes, that can be the end goal, but you can start from somewhere. You can start from somewhere by, first of all, you can be a content creator. You're working in a tech-enabled company, a company that leverages technology to provide solutions. You can be working there and you're already working in tech. You can be a social media manager. You can be working in a company that leverages technology to provide solution, and you're already working in tech. Some of those companies, the ones that we know here in Nigeria, we have Seller, even the ProKeeper I work in, we have that. I'm also there's also there's Google, the popular ones that Apple, because all of those companies are leveraging technology, right? They are solving problems that are in trend, that leverages digital solutions, that leverage technology. So those are tech companies. If you're working in that company, you are already working in tech. But then there are actually standard roles that are classified as tech roles, engineer, software, product design, product management, product marketing, data analyst, all of those things, UI, UX, that are, specified and say, these are tech roles, this is tech. But you need to understand that in tech, there are different departments, there are different areas that makes up tech. So when you have that understanding, right? When you have that understanding, then you can now start saying, how do I pursue a career in tech? So you need to, first of all, understand the tech landscape. So you don't have to be coding, or you don't have to be in software development, or you don't even have to be in all those high-end tech roles for you to say you're working in tech. So you need to be able to understand the different areas where you can function in tech. Once you have that understanding, then you can now start saying, okay, let me pursue a career in tech. Like I've mentioned before, there are different tech roles and there are even other sub roles. So what you should be thinking about is, what area can I function in tech? I know the beautiful thing about tech. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I said transferable skills. The beautiful thing about working in tech, because they leverage technology, because most of their methods are agile, like they're working on the go, they are always reinventing the wheel, they are always, evolving. They are not really looking for people who have who are like, they're not looking for people who have like that exact skill, like you learned it from the university. They're not looking for those people. They're looking for people who have transferable skills. Everything about technology, if you want to thrive in the tech space, then you need to start looking inward and start looking at your transferable skills, right? So when I started moving into tech and working with tech-led companies, tech-enabled companies, or companies that are creating products that are tech-enabled, I didn't have any degree or any certification in marketing. I didn't have any certification in brand strategy, in product marketing. I didn't have any of that. The only thing that I knew was that I know how to run ads. I could run ads. I understood lead generation and I understood sales funnel. And that was when I got hired for my first role. I got hired for my first role and became a marketing and sales lead, where I was running ads, doing the tutorial videos for onboarding new users, doing webinars to train the users, doing funnels and all of those things in my role. So that's what I was doing. I didn't even know that this thing was tech. As at 2020, 2021, it was not really this, pronounced or out there. A lot of people didn't really know that, okay, we're actually working in tech. I just knew that I was doing advertising. I was doing advertising and marketing. We were just selling stuff. That was what I really knew then, and I didn't have any certification. In fact, in my undergraduate, I studied biochemistry. And then when I write my CV, I always put it in my CV. I didn't even know anything about transferable skills, but I always put it in my CV that as a biochemist, we are very big on research. So in marketing is all about research. So I can use my research skills in biochemistry, to bring it into my marketing role and all of that. I was doing that. I didn't even know that it was called transferable skills. That these are skills that you can have from different areas and you can leverage them in tech, right? So that's one notion I want you guys to understand, that working in tech or pursuing a career or getting opportunities in tech doesn't necessarily have to be that you have to have those, please mute. You have to have those tech names and say, oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. You don't need any of that. You just need to be able to find an area in tech where you can fit in and grow from there. So now the next thing after understanding the tech landscape is exploring opportunities in tech. Before you explore opportunities in tech, you now need to look inward. What are the skills that you have?
Sorry, please, can you mute? I'm trying to mute from my end, but it's, I'm having a bit of technical. Please mute. Hi, people. Hi, people. Please mute. I'm trying to sort that from my end. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So you need to look inward. Some of you are already good writers. Some of you are already good speakers. Some of you are already, good at doing certain things. Like me, as I am like this, I'm very good at research. When I study biochemistry, if that's the only thing I took out of biochemistry, I'm very grateful. I can research anything that you will not find. I will help you find it. So I'm very good at research, and I'm very good at simplifying stuff. Like I can take very maybe mundane things or very technical things and break them down. Those are already skills that I have inbuilt. I didn't have to go and be like really learning that. Even though you can always build on the skill and improve and get better, I didn't have to go and start building that because I already know how to do research. It came easy to me, and then I started building on that. Okay, what else can I learn in addition to this to lead me here? So you need to assess your skills. You need to assess your knowledge level. And then, first of all, like I said, understand the tech landscape. Where do you think you can fit in tech? Understand all the different areas. Like I've said now, what are the different departments? There's marketing, there's HR, there's customer success, there's telesales, there's this one, there's that one. That's still tech. So if there's sales, you don't have to do this. So once you understand all those different areas, those different key departments that makes up tech, you can even look at these big companies and just see like the different departments that they have. That can also give you an idea of different areas that you can fit in tech. Some people are even doctors in tech. Big companies, you're just being a doctor, working in a technology company, you're the doctor for the company, for everybody in the company. So you can be a medical doctor in tech. So you see how different things can fit into technology. you can just leave, you're just leveraging technology with that role. So once you're able to leverage that, you're able to understand the landscape, assess yourself, write down all the key skills that you have. Me, I know how to talk, I know how to convince people, I know how to break things down. Write down all of those things. And then the next thing I'm now going to tell you is, what area in tech do you want to explore? So you've written down all your skills, you know how to talk in videos, or you've been creating content. What area in tech do you want to explore? Because you have to start somewhere before you start thinking about getting certification. Certification should not necessarily be the first thing you should start with. To be very honest with you, I am being honest with you. Oh, getting a certificate. You can take courses that does not require you having a certificate, courses that gives you the knowledge, and then you go and apply, and then over time you can get certification. I just got my certification for product marketing in 2023. I got it in 2023 August. I got my product marketing certification in 2023 August, whereas I've been working in tech since like 2020. So 3 years after that, that was when I decided to now get a certification for product marketing, even though I was already working in tech and doing all of these things, because I cannot just wait. Now I also want to get a certification in growth marketing, but I've been doing growth marketing. I started growth marketing last year. I've been working in growth roles, doing growth marketing strategies and doing all of those because I've taken other courses without really getting certification. And from my experiences that I've learned and picked up from the different areas and different projects I've worked on, I've been able to get, experience in growth without necessarily having a certification in growth. So you don't have to say, let me go and get certificates. So many people worry about that a lot, that it slows them down and it slows down opportunity. This brings me to another thing that I want to say. Don't wait until you are done with your certification, or you are done with whatever thing you are doing before you start looking for opportunities. I'm not saying that don't learn, though. If you have the opportunity to go and learn, if you have the opportunity to, get certified, please go ahead and do it. But if you do not have the opportunity, do not stress over it. Just look at your transferable skills and see where you can fit in and start from there. Like I said, I started from Facebook advertising. Then I moved from there and entered into sales funnels. And then that's how I slowly moved. From there, I entered into marketing. From marketing, I entered into product marketing. And then I entered into growth marketing. Now I've added brand strategy to it. Now, what I'm even looking to add now is brand communication to now solidify everything that I am doing. But my key focus, my key goal is that I want to build a career around product and growth marketing. Product and growth marketing, as well as brand strategy. Brand strategy, product and growth marketing. So that's what I'm thinking about, putting brand communication. So once you assess your skill level, where can you start from? Start exploring opportunities in those areas. Explore opportunities in those areas. Join tech community. A lot of communities these days that are sharing roles here and there. There's one. There's Bloop. Try Bloop. There are so many of them where you just see different opportunities. I always tell people, don't wait until you are an expert for you to apply for roles. You can apply for roles and learn on the job. I became a product marketer for the first time on the job that I got, and I learned on the job. I applied on the job, and I got better on the job. I became a growth marketer for the first time because I applied for the role. I learned on the job. I got better on the job. The same thing applies for marketing, any role. So even if you learn data analysis and you say, oh, I'm a data analyst, if you don't apply it, you cannot really be a data analyst. The best way to get the result that you want is, as you are learning, start looking for opportunities. If you get an opportunity, apply for it. Use your transferable skills to apply for the role. So as a data analyst, what are the key things that they need from a data analyst? Do you have those skills? Have you exemplified those skills in different areas of your life? Okay, before I started this data analysis, I am a nurse, right? So what transferable skills have you been able to pick from being a nurse, managing people, managing this one? How can you tie it to managing data? That's what tech is really all about. Working in tech, I beg your pardon. That's what working in tech is really all about. I had a mentor. She's still sort of my mentor. She studied engineering and she has experience in engineering for 12 years. And then after that, she now transitioned into becoming a product manager. Guess what? When she transitioned to become a product manager, she got like one of the highest role in product management. She didn't start from like square one. Why? Because you already have like 12 years of experience in engineering. And for you to even thrive in product management, for you to thrive in engineering, then you can survive in product management, because engineers and product managers work hand in hand. She got like one of the highest roles in as a product manager. She didn't start from the beginning. Why? Transferable skills. Some of you already have skills, but you're worrying so much about the title, or you're worrying so much about the name or the certification. Oh, I'm not certified in this role, so I cannot apply. Is this something that you already have a flair, or already have like a thing for? You already have like, transfer skills that you can transfer that can relate. I gave you examples of how research in biochemistry can come in handy in terms of product marketing in general. You cannot thrive in marketing without understanding research, without understanding the place of research. Every day, every week in my role, I always do research. Research wants to blow up my head. I cannot survive in my role without doing research. So those are the key things that any employer is looking for, whether you've applied, whether you've worked in a role as a product marketer before or not. If you tell them that you can do research and you can, make tangible decisions from the data that you have from your research, you're already a good to go person for that role, right? They don't want to know whether you've really necessarily worked in that role like as with that title. They don't really want to know. What they really want to know is, have you displayed, or have you, have you actually applied, or do you have experience doing something, leveraging the skill that is required for you to work in that role, maybe in other things. That's the beautiful thing about working in tech-enabled companies, in tech-led companies, right? It's not the normal thing where you have to go and bring a certificate, bring your NYC, bring this one, bring that one. No. So understand the tech landscape, assess your skills, your skill level. Like, you have to think deep. You have to literally sit down. When I was trying to understand where I wanted to be in tech, before I chose marketing, I'll tell you how I chose marketing next. But before I chose marketing, I had to sit down and start thinking of all the skills that I have. What are all the possible skills that I have that can come in handy for tech, right? So remember, I said in 2020, I got a role as a marketing and sales lead. I didn't even apply for that role. I got reached out to because I was doing Facebook advertising, and they were like, "Oh, you're doing Facebook ads, and you're also doing funnels. I think you have the skills that can help you be the marketing and sales lead for our company." And that was how I got marketing and sales lead. And I started, doing all of those, my skills. I understand social media management because I was managing my own business. I do ads, I understand funnels. I know how to set up webinars and all of those things. I am very technical. So what else am I looking for that I cannot really do in terms of marketing and sales? Yes, there are other things I can learn on the job, of course, because it's broader than that. But we already have like the basic thing. And that was how I got into marketing and sales. Right? That was how I literally got into marketing and sales. And then after I left that job, I got a digital marketing role after that. Because I was like, okay, let's just continue. I get that marketing role after that. And in 2022, I now started reevaluating myself. And this brings me to the next step. You need to now create your career roadmap. Understand the tech landscape. Assess your transferable skills, right? Assess your transferable skills. Start looking for tech opportunities even as you are learning, whether it's internship or whether it's an actual role. Go for interviews. Don't wait till when you are done. You might go for interview and they don't select you, but you will learn something from that interviews. I've gone for interviews where I passed the interview, but I didn't take the offer because the offer was not good for me. And I moved on, but I learned something from that interview and I move on. So apply for interviews, see jobs, apply. If you apply, they don't select you, you know that, okay, they didn't select, why did they not select me? Let me go and work on my CV. That's how you start learning on the job. You go for interview, they ask you certain questions, or they didn't get back to you. You start reviewing yourself. You start knowing whether, because when you are not ready, if you've not gone through all of these processes, when you are not ready, you start having problems. Because you don't know your left from your right. You don't know what steps to take. You don't know anything. So that's why you need to now start drawing out your career roadmap. What is your long-term goal? So in 2022, I had to now sit down, like, okay, Lord, you've just been jumping from here by chance. You know, you go into marketing, digital marketing, and of course, you're running your business and you're very big on marketing and all of those things. My business, when I was running my business, when I started my business, started with Facebook advertising, I started talking about launching online courses, which stay around marketing and selling. So I now have to sit down, I was like, Elon, you have to reevaluate what you really want to do in terms of your career. Guess what, guys? When I was doing the reevaluation, I said I wanted to do product design. Guess why I said I wanted to do product design? I was like, oh, I love, product designers, UI, UX, they're making a lot of money. So I want to do product design. And I almost registered for product design. So I want to meet a friend that's already in UI, UX. I was like, please recommend a school for me where I can go and learn product design, because product design is something you have to learn. It's not something you can just go and start doing. Because there's some tech skills that you have to learn, really. Like if it's product design, you have to learn it. You have to understand those things. So I didn't really have the experience. They now gave me a school recommendation. I went to the school. But before I applied, I was not seeing other things. I was not seeing product marketing, product management. I was like, what's going on here? So you know what? I have to now go and do my research. I read about product design, read about product marketing, read about product management, read about all the different data, whatever. I read about all of them. And I saw that actually, and I looked at the skills that I have that I've also assessed and what I really want to invest myself in the long term, right? I now really look at what I really want to invest myself in the long term. And I saw that no, product management will not cut it for me. Product design will not cut it for me. Product marketing is what will cut it for me. After understanding what it really is, what it really meant. I didn't know. But then I looked at all of my experiences. And that time in my business, I was already talking about, positioning yourself, brand value, brand all this one. But I didn't really have like the in-depth knowledge of it. I'm like, you know what, let me go and learn the traditional way. That's when I took up product marketing class. Remember, that was already like after 2 years of working in tech without necessarily having a certification. But I was like, okay, how can I upgrade myself? And that's how I got into product marketing. While I was learning product marketing, guess what? Because I already have a business that I already like established, what I was not doing, I was not applying all the things I was learning in product marketing in my own business. I now started applying this for my own clients. So when my client, it was easier for me that way, where some of you might not have businesses, you might just be working in a job or anything. I started applying it in my own business while I was also now looking for opportunities in product marketing. And I was also sharing my journey on social media and product marketing. Some of my friends now reached out, oh, hello, you're doing product marketing. There's a role for you, apply. I would just go and apply, even when I wasn't done with product marketing. So that was how I went through product marketing from 2022 and I finished in 2023 because it was a 1 year course. And I finished. By the time I finished, I got a client that I was helping them launch their course, right? And from that launching of their course, we got talking. I was like, oh, outside launching courses, what else do you do? I thought myself, oh, I have like experience in product marketing, even though I've not actively worked as a product marketer, right? But I've applied all of those things that I've learned in product marketing with my client in my business, and I've seen results. So I told them I have experience in product marketing. I have experience in marketing in general. These other. I just told myself, and that's how they say, oh, they're actually looking for a growth marketing manager. That was how I got my first role as growth marketing manager. I've never been a growth marketing manager before. And there was something one of my instructors said in product marketing was like, if you study product marketing, don't only be looking for product marketing roles. Or if you see marketing roles, take it. If you see growth marketing, take it. They are all aligned. If you see market research roles, take it. They are all aligned. They're all in sync. So that was how I now take up the growth marketing role. And I started applying my product marketing knowledge and start learning on the job, learning about what growth marketing is. Till today, I still don't have certification in growth marketing, but I can actually, I'm actually a growth marketing professional because I have experience in it, right? And I have learned on the job over multiple projects in the last couple of years, in the last 2 years now, right? I've learned on the job and built on it. So from there, remember, I'm still talking about building your career roadmap, right? I was just telling you the story of how I eventually streamlined what I was going to do, right? So you have to identify your long-term goal. How did I identify my long-term goal? I looked at my skills. I read about like the things that interest me, like the tech roles that interested me, and I built out a map. In 2022, January, it was 2021 December or so. I drew up the map. I said I want to take a product marketing course. I said I want to take a course in January. After I saw that, I said I will take a product marketing course for 1 year, and then after that, I'm going to apply to these places for this role, either for internship or for an actual job, right? And then after that, I also put in my roadmap and said, while I'm in the process of learning, I'm going to be sharing my journey for the 12 whole years. For 12 whole months, I beg your pardon, while we were working on projects, I was carrying my audience along. I was even using them to do my research, to do my products, my market research and all of that. We worked on Piggyvest, we worked on different ideas and all of that, right? So some of the interviews that I went for, even when I was still doing product marketing, I didn't tell them that, oh, I'm in product marketing school. I just said, I have experience with product marketing because, mind you, I was already implementing that in my business. I was already implementing it in the project that we were working on. So I was open to working. When they say, okay, how many years experience? I just started exploring product marketing, but I have other transferable skills, that can help me thrive in product marketing. I've been working in marketing for over 2 years. I have like strong research background, blah, blah. That's what I used to do my interviews, even if I never had any experience in an actual product marketing role, right? So create your roadmap, identify your long-term goal, break it down into milestones that like I've explained. Then the next thing, share your journey, build network and relationships. Remember, the growth marketing role I got it from what? The clients that I was working with. I also interviewed for a role with a company that was even working on a plan that we did during our project. It was so interesting. I was like, oh my God, this is the idea we worked on during our project. The company is already implementing it. I got to interview in that role from a friend. They saw that I was posting about product marketing, and the role came up, and the friend reached out to me that, hello, I think you can do this. And that was how I applied. So identify a long-term goal, break it down into milestones. What do you need to do to get there? So for example, if you know that you have key strengths in creating content, you're creating video content, all of that, look at all the different areas around tech that you feel like you want to build on. You don't have to be 100% clear. Remember, I told you guys, I was not even clear. I said I wanted to do product design. And then eventually, when I now read about all the things, I said, no, it's product marketing that aligns with what I was doing. And then over time, I now saw that, okay, I can actually expand to growth marketing. And then I added that. Then over time, I said I can expand to brand strategy and brand communication, which is what I want to add now. So, but start from somewhere. So your skills, maybe you want to focus on content, you really want to grow in that area. Create a roadmap around that. How can you build from just being a content creator to something bigger? Is it that you want to add more things and, learn more about content strategy? You want to learn more about brand strategy and build on it, starting from a content creator, and then you keep building on it. So create a roadmap around that, a long-term goal, then break them down into milestones. How are you going to achieve that long-term goal? Then build network and relationship and start sharing your journey. Remember, your milestones must not be, oh, the first thing, let me go and learn this thing. No, you can even start learning on an actual job. Write down the places you want to apply to. So I have a document currently, even right now, I create milestones for everything I want to do. People say, oh, you're too organized. But yeah, that's how I function. I create milestones for everything that I want to do. Right now, I have a document where I am putting like all the things I want to do for my brand and for my career. So I already have like my long-term goal for my career, where I want to be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the places I want to work at. For my business as well, I already have my long-term goal in terms of how do I want to position as a business leader, because that's like my long-term goal. I want to position as a business leader in my business, right? As digital creator chic, I want to be known as a business leader. What are the things that I need to do in the next 12 months, in the next 24 months, in the next three years? And I've already like mapped it out, start mapping it, and I start creating different milestones. One of those milestones is to apply for nominations, awards, apply for accelerators, apply for all of those things, and also to invest in PR. I already started breaking all of those things down as milestones under it. Right now, network and build relationships. I'm already beginning to network and build relationship around this area, something that will drive me towards my key goal. Right now, because my goal in my business, there's another important goal that I need to achieve in the next 1 year. I'm not really going to say what it's really about, but that goal requires me to produce about like a couple of evidences that I've worked in a number of tech-enabled companies, right? Guess what, guys? I'm actually working on over 5 projects as we speak, because in the next 1 year, I need to produce all of those evidence that I've worked in this tech-enabled company. Because I want to achieve this thing, I am now looking for roles in different areas. I have one where I'm a brand strategist. I have one, I'm a marketing manager. I have one, I am the what they call it? I am the growth strategies. Like I have like 5 different things that I'm working on. One, I am the launch strategist. I'm just helping them launch their program. One, I am the program manager there, right? So I'm working on 5 different projects. Don't ask me how I'm doing it. I don't say you should go and do it. Though. Make sure you have capacity. I have teams. I have a team of people who help me work. I have an executive assistant that help make things easy for me. So don't go and say, "Lord is doing 5 jobs to go and do 5 jobs." Now go on. So create your own. I'm just trying to share all of this with you so that you can see that no matter what stage or what level you are in, you can create an actual roadmap. When you have a roadmap, you are able to start having something in place that you can start following. Not that when you see me doing stuff, I think it's just random. It's not random. I've thought about it. Now, I said I want to position as a business leader in my business. There's something that there's a series of things that I'm going to launch from the 1st of September, right, to December. There's a series of things that I've already walked my audience through, my team, I beg your pardon. I've walked my team through that I want to achieve from 1st of September to December in my business that will also add to me being positioned as a business leader. I already have all of those things written down. I have tracking sheets on Google Sheets that I'm using to track all of these things, right? I have all of these things tracked down, and we just keep improving them every week. So if this one will not work, we can pause it first and move on to the next thing. But we have a roadmap. So you have to create your own career roadmap if you want to work in tech. Then after you do that, start applying for roles. Join communities where they are sharing tech jobs, tech roles. You cannot just sit down your mistake. You cannot just sit down and say when you see by mistake. You might not see by mistake. Follow pages that share tech roles. Apply, whether you are ready or you are not. Prepare your CV. Tailor your CV to the role and apply for it. If it didn't get back to you, you shall know that you applied. There's even somebody that I met, they said they apply for, like in a month, they have like a number of roles or a number of things that they apply for. Me, I don't really have that capacity, so I don't apply for too many jobs. Most of my jobs have come from building network and relationships. I think I've applied for roles, but most of those roles that I applied for, I've never really worked in them. Most of all the roles that I've been doing come from network and relationships. Like the program manager thing that I'm doing now is through one of my coaches that I'm doing that. I'm working with a high-end coach as a program manager. The marketing manager that I am at ProKeep. So in 2020, I had an engagement with the founder of the company, and now they see that, oh, this person has actually evolved over time, and they brought the offer to me. Yes, I now sent my CV after that, and then that's how I got the job. Does that mean that I'm not interviewing? Of course I'm interviewing, but what I mean by network and relationship is that it's not like I'm now going to look for all the jobs. They have been like, oh, recommendation, oh, this person can do this person can do that, and then I apply and we do the interview and I get qualified and I move on to the next stage. I don't know if you guys get. So before I go on, do we have any question? Are you guys following? Is this making sense at all?
If you're following, drop in the comment section. Like I am gleaning so much wisdom and I'm on this part already. So I can imagine that we're learning so much. So drop in the comment section. Good. Let's keep it coming. So that I'll speak.
If you have questions, ask me your questions. If
Amazing.
you are following, let me know you're following.
All right. Keep it coming. Nice.
All right. Do we have any question? Because to be honest, you guys, you don't need 50 hours of talk for you to get this. I'm going to give you an action plan by the time we are done, so that like I'll just tell you what to start focusing on right after this call, so that you have something to do. Know that after the call, you now leave, you go and sit down, you don't do anything, right? So if you have no question, then let's move on. Okay. So the next thing I want to let you know is that embrace failure as part of the journey. Everything would not always work out. Everything would not always work out. So when you say, well, I'll say apply for the job, even though you not apply, they did not call you, or you did not get selected, you not say, Shibi, I said it is because I don't have experience. That's why they did not call me. Embrace failure as part of the job. I know how many jobs I applied to. There's even one that I was recommended for. I sent my CV, sent my cover letter, did this. They didn't get back to me. In fact, the CEO even messaged me. I was like, oh, we'll reach out to you. They didn't get back to me. I followed up. Nobody got back to me. I even applied to one, too, that is not even in Nigeria. They said, oh, we're going to get back to you. They didn't get back to me. And we move, guys. We move, we move. Right? So even though I'm sharing all of this success and it looks like, oh, everything is just working for her, people are just recommending her. I had people, the ones that nobody got back to me. And I moved. I just got like a rejection email, I think 2 days ago or so. I applied for something and it didn't work out. I got a rejection email and I was like, okay, we can do better next time. Let's go and, go to the drawing board and see what we can do and fix things up for the next one. And that's life. If you just keep saying, okay, it didn't work, let me not do it again, let me sleep here, you will not go. And the people that are getting those things, they have 7 heads. Do they have heads that you don't have? It's the same head that all of us have. We all have the same heads, right? So understand that to what extent did your soft skill help you in achieving your goals? I think soft skills help in helping you keep and sustain what you have, right? Soft skills help you keep and sustain relationships, keep and sustain your network, keep and sustain your job, right? But if you really want to get the role, you need hard skills and soft skills, but not so much of soft skills, but you need like a combination of them. But what my soft skill has done for me, my soft skill has really helped me in building more network, more relationship, right? Teamwork, problem solving. How am I solving problems? Communication. How am I adapting? How am I managing my time? Emotional intelligence, leadership. How am I networking, right? And then there are a lot of things that makes up soft skills, right? Yes, negotiation is part of soft skills. Negotiation, networking, problem solving. Those are things that can get you through the door in addition to your hard skills. But the other majority of the other soft skills is what will keep you there. So my previous role, I'm no longer there, but I didn't leave there on a bad note. There's still room for maybe future collaboration, future referrals, or anything. You need to know how to leverage your soft skills and just be a good person. The role that I have now as a marketing manager at ProKeep, remember I said it was an acquaintance from 2020, right? It's my soft skill that also made them come back. If we had like maybe a very bad clash, then they won't want me to work in their company. They won't want to bring me on because why? They don't need me there. Attitude is also very key. I don't work with people that have like very bad attitude to work. People who don't know how to communicate. That's something that is very big on my team. If you cannot communicate, you have bad attitude to working, you cannot work in a team, then I don't need you in my team. So you can come in through the door first, but you cannot last if you don't have soft skills. You might be able to escape, soft skills in getting the job and getting in through the door, but you can't last if you don't have soft skills. So yeah, it's play like a very big role. Emotional intelligence. That sometimes I will be so pissed, but I will still find a very accommodating way to share my grievances or to share my opinions without making anyone feel less of themselves or feeling like I'm being rude or having an attitude towards anybody. So yeah, so that's that. Another key thing that I want to talk about before we wrap up. I know we are all women here, right? We're all women here. Sometimes as women, we can also like shortchange ourselves. We can shortchange ourselves sometimes, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be leading men. Oh, I'm in a place, okay, because I'm a woman, I can just have to do small roles, right? I'm in leadership. I'm in leadership. My role is in leadership. I have people that I manage. I manage men. I even manage people that are married. Me, I'm a single girl. I'm not married, right? So that's where, so it doesn't matter whether you are a woman, you need to focus on the skills. In as much as I said that, oh, you need to have transferable skills, you need to also be good at what you do. I said learn on the job. Yes, while you're learning on the job, just be good at what you do. Have something that you are so good at that even though you are learning on the job, but you are good at this thing that when you do it, they will want to keep you there. I told you guys that I'm very good at breaking things down. I'm very good at research. I'm very good at simplifying things. So whatever thing that I am doing, I try to leverage that my strength. That when I do it like this, another thing that I'm now learning to build as my strength is structure, because I need to be super organized to function in my roles, and given that I'm doing multiple jobs. So I onboarded a new client recently to launch a course, and when I sent out my concept notes to close them for, they were like, you are so detailed. Now this kind of thing that I'm looking for. That's not like I've not spoken to other people that can help me do this thing. Because you're just very thorough and detailed, I want to work with you. So be so damn good at that thing that you know. Be so damn good at it. Then you can now keep building on it. Keep building on it. Keep building on it. Keep building on it. Until you not get to that point. See, there's not even end point. There's no end point. As I am now, I'm still learning. I am still learning. I have this tradition where at least in a month, in 3 months, once in 3 months, at least I must learn something new. Learn something new in the sense of like taking an actual course. Yes, I read stuff almost every day. I research almost every day. But taking an actual course, an actual program, whether it's certified or not, I have to take one and learn something. That is a tradition that I gave to myself. At least once in 3 months, I must do something in that area. So be so damn good at your job. So nothing will not matter and say, oh, you're a woman. You cannot be here. You cannot be a leader. That's not true. If you are so good at your job, people will respect you. People will listen to you. And when I speak, people like, okay. But when I'm not speaking, yes, and you're just seeing, like, who is this small girl? Who is this small girl that is here? I beg you, pack yourself. But when I start speaking, people just like, oh, this person knows what they are, knows what. From even speaking, so if you already know that I know what I'm doing without seeing my work. From just talking and speaking, how I speak and how I carry myself, I just know that people just know that this person knows what they're doing. And I invested in learning how to speak. I invested in it. I paid for classes. I started learning how to present better, how to speak, how to express myself better, so that people can get me. And my English keeps getting better. Keep getting better, whatever. My English keeps getting better as well. When I started speaking, I didn't go and learn English per se, but because I kept doing it, and I just kept feeding my mind with, learning how to pronounce things better, I just keep getting better. And that's it. When I'm speaking Pidgin and I'm speaking English, people used to say you are two different people. And I understand. I know what they mean by that. I have worked on myself, right? So you need to know that as a woman, you can be anything. You can get to any level that you want to get to in tech. You just need to make sure that you are so damn good at what you're doing and you're able to command respect. You don't have to be corny. You don't have to be wicked. You don't have to be, rude or have an attitude to command respect. I play with people on my team. I play with them a lot, but when it's time to be serious, they know that it's time to be serious. Elo is not here for games. Right? Then I also want you to, let's talk about balancing multiple roles. I know some of you might be wondering, Elo, how are you balancing so many multiple roles? It could be like a lot of things. We still have family, we still have work, we still have relationship. Maybe some of you have husbands. We have friends to also cater to, like, be there for your friends. You still have skincare. You still have to look good. See me, I'm looking so fresh. I still have to maintain my skin. I still have to eat. I still have to do many other things. So how are you able to manage all of these things? For me, I don't have a balance. I just prioritize. I prioritize what is most needed per time, and that's how I move. So like today, I had, like, funny enough, like today, in all 3 of my jobs, 3 of my roles, I have one full-time, the other ones are contracts. 3 of my roles, I had deadlines. I had like heavy deadlines in 3 of my roles. And then I wanted to deliver on today. You know what I did? I prioritized those ones first. The other ones will wait. When I finish it, I'll pick it up. If my family is what is top priority, like I need to be there for my mom right now, for my sister right now, that is top priority right now, and I'm going for it. That is it. But even though that is what I do, focusing on priority, I have a tracking sheet that I used to. So I have this tracking sheet that has all my all the jobs and all the projects I'm working on. So this particular sheet will be for this one, for this one, for this one, across all of that. And I just write all the things that I need to deliver on those different jobs every week there, fill them out there. Okay, NEPA sticking the line. I have to fill them. I don't want to go and be doing this now. Let's just finish. I have to fill them out on that sheet. And then every morning I go through each of them. Okay, what do I need to do for brand A? What do I need to do for brand B, brand C, brand D, brand E? And then I have others. Others that are like maybe not top priority brands, or brands that are not paying me per se, or just things that I'm doing for fun. They are there, right? What am I doing in there? And then I have like, okay, this is done. What is the deadline for this? And I just try to see how I can work around it. So I now do the tasks based on high priority. Which one is the deadline closed right now, right? So with that, that's how I'm able to juggle between multiple roles. And then I also have this thing where for my personal space and personal time, I have also been able to identify when I'm very active. Like in the mornings, I don't play with my morning. You see, from like 5 a.m. to like 7, 8, 9, right? That's when I'm very active. I can do 2 days worth of work in those hours. So I don't joke with those hours. Since I know those are like my active time, if I sit down, I can work on 2 days of work in those hours. Except maybe on days that I'm very tired, maybe I slept late. But I now try to utilize those hours that I'm very active. Like in the afternoons, my brain not they function like that. In the afternoon, I only do those small things because I don't have the zeal or the hunger to want to do anything in the afternoon, right? So that is how I'm able to manage like different roles and also create time to rest. And I also have this thing where I'm telling myself I don't work on Sundays, no matter how important is it. Don't stress me. On Sunday, I'm not working. Saturdays, I can work part-time, maybe just half, depending on if there's something pressing. But I'm not pressuring myself on Saturdays and Sundays over any work. So that's how I'm able to also try to find a balance, even though there is no actual balance between multiple roles and juggling between doing different things and being different things in my business, in my career, in my life, showing up for my friends, my family, my loved ones, going out on dates, just like doing different things for myself as well. Yeah, so that's everything I have for us today. I think I've covered everything. I'm just trying to look at my key points to make sure that I have everything. Yeah, I think I've also shared my story along the line. So if you have any question, ask your question before I give you like an action plan that you do once you leave this call. If you have any questions, ask me. Let's go over that real quick. Remember, I was eating before I came here, so my mind is in that my food. So let's ask our questions.
If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Feel free to drop it. I'm sure you guys have had like light bulb moments. You're seeing how to structure your time. You're hearing how to navigate the industry, how to start. Because I know that most of us who are in this
is that you talking? I can't really hear you.
You still hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Even if we started already, I'm sure that you are getting some, thoughts about stuff. So go ahead and ask your questions. So I think we have questions in the comment section. The first one is, to what extent did your okay, that one has been asked.
I think I've answered that one. Yeah.
Yes. So the next question is, what's the difference between soft skills and hard skills? I think that's the next
Soft skills are just skills that are not actual thing that you can do. Like you don't really see, how will I put it? Okay, let me just give you examples. Maybe that would explain it better, right? So they are just like attributes. They are interpersonal abilities that just help you navigate the workspace. So communication is a soft skill. problem solving is a soft skill, organization is a soft skill, teamwork is a soft skill, adaptability, time management, emotional intelligence, leadership, networking, negotiation, initiative, responsibility. These are all soft skills. So things that help you adapt, things that help you navigate the workspace, they're interpersonal skills. Those are soft skills. So hard skills are where you learn like an actual skill. Maybe you learn a programming language, you learn web development, you learn data analysis, you learn content creation, right? You learn graphics design, you learn software development, you learn data analysis, you learn UI UX. Or digital marketing. Those are hard skills. So I don't know if that makes sense. So most times soft skills are tied towards you. Like, yes, you can learn soft skills too. Soft skills are things that you can learn as well, but the majority of it is you have to start working from your inside. There are things you have to do from your inside most of the time, compared to hard skills where you just need to know the concept. What is the concept of this is this? How does this work? How do you apply it? How do you do it? And that's what soft skills and hard skills are. Listen to you. How do you get tech opportunities to start with? I think I've already said that. I even mentioned one place for you to go and join. There is Tribe Bloop. There is Bloop. Go and join communities that share job opportunities.
Yeah,
Follow
even
pages
Ghana and Africa.
that share job opportunities.
True. Ghana and
Being
Africa will also share opportunities in Ghana and
Yeah.
Africa.
Okay,
So that's
Girl in Africa also do that. Join those places where you have opportunities. Then another thing you can do is have a list of companies that you want to work with. It may be immediate, it may be long term. Start looking out for those companies. If they have opportunities, go and apply. That's how you get tech opportunities. Tech opportunities don't come to you. You have to go for them. In some cases, they come to you when you position yourself, like in my case that I have shared, even though, so it's not like I was not doing the work. If you know me, if you know my brand, Digital Creator Chic, you know that I put in a lot of work in my brand. So that is already like my kind of like portfolio, like something that brings people to me and attracts people to me as well. So yeah, so that's how you get tech opportunities. Which skills can I transfer from working in archive? What's archive department? What do you do in archive department? I don't know what archive department means. What do you do in archive department?
So Margaret, if you want to, unmute your mic and explain.
Can explain. I don't know what archive means.
That could also help so that your answers can come in well tailored to you. So Margaret, if you're on the call, do you want to explain? You can just lift your hands.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Margaret.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So I'm a copper and I just resumed in archive department. So what we do is we basically handle like financial documents, we sort them out and just arrange and also enter them into Excel. That's basically what we do.
You sort data, right?
Yes, we do.
How is that different from data analysis? Sort of.
I haven't started that exactly because it's mostly my boss that does that. Me and the other coppers just arrange the files for now. But I don't know if as I go on, because I just started, as I go on, if I'll be allowed to do that as well.
So entering data management, data organization, those are things that you can transfer as a data analyst.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Those are transferable skills. Yeah. But for data analysis, I would encourage you to at least understand the basics. So even though I said that I didn't have certification in marketing, before I started working in marketing, I had bought courses and trainings to learn how marketing works. Okay. I don't know if you get me. So even though you cannot take a certification course on data analysis right now, you can watch YouTube videos. You can just understand the concept of data analysis. Watch YouTube videos. I watched a lot of YouTube videos when I was just starting. I used to watch like YouTube videos almost every day. I was always on YouTube. Watching. The problem with YouTube is that you find the answers there, but it's just that so many people are saying different things. Some of them are contradicting themselves. So you have to now sit down and start filtering through. So if you don't have the money to pay for courses or certifications, go to Coursera. You might find some free courses. There's Allison.com. Go to Allison.com. You find free courses there. Allison.com. You find free courses there as well. And I think the girl Learn Africa is also offering courses as well in different areas.
Yeah.
I believe they will share that.
Yes.
You can also look at that as well for very affordable prices. Look at that, learn for data analysis, understand those things. So certification should not be your biggest problem. That's why I say be so good at it. Start learning, the basics. You need to understand because yes, you now know how to transfer data, you know how to organize data, you know how to do this, but you need to also understand the general concept of data analysis. But let me now tell you the twist here. Understanding the concept sometimes doesn't even have to mean that you have done it before. You can just watch it, and then because you have the skill of organizing data from your archive department, you can use that skill and that sense, that knowledge to apply it for the first time, and you might even do it so well. That's why I say that anything you find your hand to do, know how to do it so well.
All right, thank you then.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so someone is asking for multi-passionates who can do well on many roles. How do they find a specific role or niche to start with first, especially for those who do not want a linear career?
I think after explaining myself, you should know that I'm a very multiple person. I'm a very multi-talented person. I'm doing a lot of things, right? But I would say that for the start, you cannot be everything because you are going to overwhelm yourself. But right now, I can be everything because I've built on them. So start by building on one thing. So you could start from what is like your biggest strength first, and then while you are now building on that your strength, you can now be gathering, building capacity on those other areas that are not really your strength yet, and then you start using the skills from here to fuel your strength until you start building capacity. I think I shared that with you guys. I started with one, and then I got into marketing, and then while I was applying marketing, I was learning product marketing. I was using everything I was learning from product marketing, applying it. I used it to build momentum in my marketing role and all of that. Right. Then from then now, I now want to, transition a little bit, go into brand communication. Even though I don't really have like the in-depth of brand communication, I understand the concept of brand communication. I'm already using that slowly to fuel my role as a marketing manager, as a growth marketing manager, product marketing manager. I'm seeing how I can put small brand communication inside it. Until I now fully understand that concept, I can now go fully and start doing brand communication as well. I don't know if that makes sense.
Amazing. So next question. If that makes sense, please let us know in the comment section. So SC Madiri Emmanuel saying, when you mention transferable skills, what exactly comes?
I think I've explained that. Please, one moment, guys. I need to I think somebody's at the door. Just give me 1 second. I'll be back.
If you can hear me, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I think it's the network of our speaker. So she'll be back in a minute. I'm sure she'll be back.
I'm here. I just said that I wanted to what they call it, open the door. Someone was at the door. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. No
I'm back
problem.
now. Yeah. So
All right.
let's just go on. So I was saying that in terms of, I don't even know the question I was answering again. I forgot.
So when you
Please,
mention
somebody help me.
transferable skills, what exactly comes to play? For instance, I did my medical laboratory science as an undergraduate, so I would like to know.
Okay, so transferable skills, I think I've already explained that. It's just looking at the things. Okay, what do you want to transition into? You have to first of all know what you're transitioning into. So, for example, I did biochemistry. When I was transferring to marketing, I had to now understand what are the key things that are needed. What are the things that are needed to thrive in market? What are those skills that can help me thrive in marketing? One of them was research. And then I saw that, and I had to now look at it. What skill can I transfer from being a biochemist? Research was like a very big thing in biochemistry. You can study biochemistry, become a research assistant, work in forensic, and all of those. All of those things are all big on research, right? So those are things you can start looking at. Those are things you need to look at. And it's not only what you study in the school. sometimes there are inherent things that you already have. Like I said, another inherent skill that I have, one inherent skill that I have is that I can break down complexity. When I was in the uni, I was always the one that after class, I mean, they come and say, hello, if you understand this thing, that means we will understand it. I will explain to them. I can break down complex things. That's something that I can use to go and apply for a customer service role. Like, I can use to apply for a technical customer support role. Like, because I can break down things in a very simple way so that people can understand the instruction, I am a fit for this technical support role. I can provide support to your customers. Are you seeing how the transferable skills are coming into play from different angles? I don't know. I think that answers that.
Okay. So the next question is, if again, please acknowledge when it's when your question has been answered. So someone is saying now that what are the best ways to improve communication skills? Can you recommend? Can you recommend a course or something? What are the best ways to improve
I
communication?
don't know. Does Girl Learn Africa have a course on communication?
Okay, so we do not have a course on communication at the moment, right? Even when our LMS goes live, we don't have that in the works, but we would have free resources as it relates to communication skills. So what we do is that if you want to learn soft skills, those courses are going to be accessed for free on our platform.
Jobberman teaches you soft skills.
Yes, Jobberman, true. Jobberman does a very good job at that too. But
With
Fatima,
Jobberman, yeah.
so Fatima, Jobberman, and we've taken notes. I think my team are in the comment section. They've taken note of that, and we'll drop that in our free resource group as well.
And if you have money, I actually took a public speaking course. If you have money, you can go and take a public speaking course. The person who does it, my friend, his name is Victor Okafo. You can go and take a public speaking course if you have the money. Yeah.
So yeah, Victor Okafor, Okafor. So that's someone you can also pay to learn professionally. All right. So the next question that we have. The next question.
I applied for a social media management role. I was asked for my portfolio. How do I get a portfolio? I'm new to this. Go and volunteer. Go and volunteer. Build your portfolio. You have to do something. Go and volunteer. Look for internship roles. In what way do I compile portfolio? I mean, is it just to list names of pages I've managed? Nope. Results. What have you done? Where was the page before you came? Well, go and Google social media templates, social media management portfolio template. Google is a very good resource. People don't know that. I use Google a lot to get anything that I'm looking for. Right? You can see different templates there, what portfolio looks like. Read about what portfolio is. I don't think there's any explanation I will give you here that would help, but I can give you guidance on how to do that. So portfolio should cover the pages you worked on, the result you got. What was it before? So before you start working with an account as a social media manager, take the screenshots of the metrics of the outlook, the bio and everything. Then what did you revamp? What did you change? After you change it in 14 days, that's why you need to be doing reports every week as a social media manager. Many social media managers don't do that. They don't do reports. They'll just be posting. You're not measuring anything. What are you measuring? Nothing. You're just posting vanity upon vanity. So you need to know all of those things. Take the before and the after. You can, if you have friends that have businesses, that have social media pages, go and meet them. They say, for free, I will manage your page for 30 days. In return, I just want to use the result that I get for your page as to build my portfolio. Start from there. Look for people that you look up to. Tell them you want to intern. Somebody came up to me recently. I was like, well, I want to intern with your company, blah, blah, blah. This is what I do, da, da, da. And I asked her to send, okay, what have you done before? She explained. And I'm like, okay, let me look at it. If I have any opening, I will let you know. And that's how it starts. So you have to go and look for opportunities in that sense. I don't know if that answers your questions. I believe that does. That did. I think I already answered this.
Okay. So different between hard and soft skills has been answered. So I think can someone learn how to speak from YouTube? I think that has also been answered based on she recommended someone that can teach you how to speak. So the next one is it possible to pick your brains? I think someone is saying, is it possible to pick your brain on the projects that they are working on?
They fail to pick my brain. They pay, oh, they pay.
On a
Is it
project I'm
possible?
working on that could possibly land me a job. Ah, Miriam,
You
you're
give me
okay.
money.
Ah, all right.
What do we do? Because I'm in Girl Learn Africa. What do we do?
So I think instead of going through the mail, I think she can probably pitch about it in quick seconds, and then you give her like a rough sketch of what can help her start.
If you are open to it, just tell me what it is on this call first. Let me know if it's something that I even have, maybe
So
space
Miriam,
for.
if you're on the call,
Then
you
I can
can
also send me an email.
Yes, exactly. Good one, Lucky. So, Miriam, if you're on the call, yes, opportunity, you want to grab it. Trust me. Trust me. What you're asking for is heavily paid for. So she's asking you right now, yes, a moment, unmute your mic. Do not text. This is not the time for you to text.
So just give me an idea of what it is first. Let me know if I have time, because like I
Miriam,
said,
are you still on the call?
she's not here, then let's move.
Okay.
I think she's here, Miriam.
Okay, Miriam, I think you should unmute your mic. You should not be texting. Like, this is a blank check. You should be able to take it. Okay, she's trying to unmute. Can you just indicate by raising your hand first, so that I can see if I can unmute you myself? Unfortunately, I can't find you, Miriam. So okay.
Miriam, she's under M.
Yeah. So I'm trying to unmute her myself, and it's not working. So I think it's from my own end. Just unmute. I mean, someone spoke already before, so you can just unmute from your end. But while that is still going on, probably we can still take more questions. If there's no questions left, I think Lucky mentioned something about giving you an action plan. So maybe that could be why Miriam is trying to sort that out. Lucky, what are your thoughts?
Please call me Ella, I beg.
Hello, hello. Is it one hello I'm used to? Hello. So, what are your thoughts? Can that go on?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do that. Miriam, you can just quickly leave the call and come back ASAP if I were you. Okay, so let's talk about the action plan. The action plan is very simple. If you people have noticed here, you notice that I'm very big on repetition. I like to repeat stuff. And so what I'm just trying to do, the action plan, I've already said it before, but I just want to repeat it again so that when you leave here, you know exactly what you're doing. All right? So by the time you leave here, if you have not been writing before, I think this is where you need to start writing. By the time you leave here right now, the first thing I want you to do is to look at the tech ecosystem. What are the different departments in the tech? And you might not find out all of them. Look at what you are currently doing, what you think you are interested in, and just check if there's any department available in it in the tech ecosystem. That's like the sheet code that you can use. So you might not even know all of the departments. Somebody was saying that they were in archive department. I didn't know what it means until she explained. Do you understand? There are so many things. So you can look at what you're already doing or where you want to tilt towards and just try to find out if there's any department or anything around that. So that's the first thing you want to do. By the time you've done that, I want you to now evaluate your skills. Are there any skills you can transfer from here to there? Are there any skills that you have right now? It must not be only from what you studied. It could be from inherent things that you already have, right? It could also be from experiences that you've had. Like over the time, you realize that you are very good at this thing, or you are always doing this thing. This is a thing that comes easy to you. Those are transferable skills. So write out all of them, as many as you can think about. As many as you can think about, write out all of them. And by the time you finish writing down all of them, the next thing you now want to do is to draw out your roadmap, your career roadmap. Okay. So what do you want to be? So somebody said they want to be a data analyst, but they've not started taking a data analyst course, for example. That is where you want to go. That is your career roadmap, right? You start with that. That's a long-term goal. You want to be a data analyst. So where are you right now? Okay, working in archive department. What do you need to be doing in that archive department that will lead you to that data analyst thing that you want to be? Okay, I want to see how I can, learn this while I'm working here. In addition to this, I would create a 3 month plan to go through some concept of data analysis on YouTube, or take a data analysis course for 3 months and do this. That's like your milestones. You're not breaking them down, right? Then while I'm doing that, in month 2, I will start looking for internship opportunities, start working on my CV. I will, learn how to work on my CV and resume, start working on my CV with my transferable skills, and I start applying for internship, even applying for roles, and start going for interviews. Right? By the time I've done that, this is where I now want to be. That is how you create your roadmap step by step. So that's another thing that I want you to do. So by the time you have done that, you start assigning dates and timelines to all of this. You can put it in a Google Sheet, in a tracking sheet. I think I have a tracking sheet. Let me see. I can't even find. I'm aware my sheet is too. I don't show people this sheet though. Is my companies that I'm working for. I beg, where they can go arrest me. But I think I can just let me open a blank thing and just show you what the tracking sheet, one of the tracking sheet that I use look like. I have to flip my camera. I need to flip camera in this place. Okay. So this is a tracking sheet, right? So I have the week, I have the tax, I have the due date, I have the tax priority. Am I delegating it to any of my team members? I have team members. What is the status of this? Am I the link? Do I have any blocker? So this is not like the actual thing. I have other ones that I don't want to open at the bottom here. I have other ones. So I just open these others because these other ones are very high end. So this is like the tracking sheet that I use. You use this something to create something similar for your roadmap, right? So have the roadmap in a document first, write down everything or your notes. By the time you're now done, come and impute them into a tracking sheet and assign dates to them. I also have another sheet that I use for opportunities. Remember I told you that in my business, I want to start applying for lots of opportunities and other things. I have the PRO tracking sheet. I have the opportunities tracking sheet. So any opportunity I see, I put the link there on the tracking sheet. I, say the deadline that I need to submit the opportunity or work on the opportunity. And I just have all of those things right there. So that's also another thing that I do. So once you do that, have that tracking sheet so that you can easily track it. If you prefer writing on books, you can also do that as well. Draw a table and write it there. But the world is now digital. So you can now start working your way up. What are the things that you need to do? I already know that I will take a brand communication course. The course I want to take almost is very expensive. It's like it's over 500K. So it's not like I can't afford it. It's just that, what's the thing said? I will need like another 1 year to invest in that thing. I never have that strength. So I cannot come and pay 500K and waste the money and I will not go through it. After that 1 year, you lose access. So I want to really apply when I have the time. So that's another reason why I've not applied for that. But that's still in my long-term roadmap. So yeah, so that's something you guys can. So that's like the action plan from this call. If you don't take anything out of this call, everything I've just said right now, those are the things you can take out of it. Miriam, you can say what you want to say, yeah. But before you speak, please, are we clear? Are we on the same page? Before Miriam asks her questions.
So if you got value from that, indicate in the comment section. I really think that that's a smart move. Like creating a career roadmap for yourself is super important. A lot of us have wishes that we're not documenting. Documentation sometimes will help you to, implement. So if that was helpful, let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section. Always document, that would also help you to be more intentional with your goals. Right. In the community, people were saying, oh, this is what they're working on, this is what. So create a roadmap. How do you intend to get there? How do you want to start? What are some of the opportunities, and all of that stuff. So that is super, super important. So I think some people are already saying it's helpful. We want to see more comments. Amazing. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. Good one, everyone. All right. So someone says, can we find the track sheet on the Google Sheet? So you have to create, you have to be one of the skills, and that's another thing I need to let everyone know, that you have to be very handy with Google Sheets. Like, get used to Google Sheets because it's going to come in handy, especially for those who want to work in data as a data analyst and whatnot. It comes in handy. So if you want to create something similar, all you need to do is to go on Google Sheets and create that. Right? You have to create it yourself, create the blogs and keep adding as much as you want to add. So that is for that question. So if this was valuable, like I said, keep dropping it in the comment section, and we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to ask people in the community if you're already creating your roadmap, because it is super, super important that you do so much on that. All
Is
right.
Miriam still going to speak? I need to be
Yeah.
on a call right now. I need to be on
Miriam,
that call.
go
Yes.
ahead.
Hello, good
I need to
evening.
be on that call. Hi.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. So I don't really know if this is really picking your brain or anything, but so I took a long shot by I went to meet a CEO of the company because I wasn't really satisfied with where I was working. I'm working as a salesperson or a sales executive actually. And I decided to go to him because I felt like I'm very good at writing, I'm very good at researching, but I just didn't know what career path to go for. So he told me to actually write out put it in a document, but I'm supposed to write out a marketing strategy for the company, basically about how to get agencies to join his platform and for customers also to join the platform. So I don't know if I'm supposed to drop further details on that, but I'm trying to see if there's any tip that you could possibly give me to, I don't know, help me probably put out a better and professional document for him. Because even though I say I'm very good at researching, I don't think I am professional wise. So I don't know if there's any tip that you could drop for me.
All right. Lucky, did you capture that?
Yes, I did. I'm trying to see what I can carve out. I think I have it. I don't know. Basically, right, for marketing strategy, what it is, have you been hired?
No. So this basically is what if I do well, then I get hired. So that's why I really, really want to do splendid.
You want to be hired as what?
So he said he could give me an internship role. It would be under marketing and strategy or so. That's what he said.
Okay. I would not say do, because if I want to create a marketing strategy, sometimes it takes me weeks to get it done, because it's a lot of asking of questions and all of that. So I think what he really needs, sometimes these interviews are just saying, how do you think? How do you process information and put things together? When I was doing product marketing, my instructor used to tell us that anytime he's interviewing people, sometimes he always looks at how they think. When they give them these exercises, not only just to look at the output, they also look at the input, how you structuring your thought process together, right? Because if you want to really create a proper marketing strategy and you've not been hired, I would never advise you to do that. So what I want to focus on is how do you put your thoughts together and put your structure together. So, for example, if you want to create a marketing strategy, what are the key things that you need to have under your belt, right? So who are their audience? Who are they targeting? Who their audience? Who are the audience that they're targeting? You need to break that down. You can just, marketing strategy for XYZ company, executive summary. Oh, this document is going to highlight a strategy that they can use to do this. What is the goal? I think I told you the goal. So what is the goal of this marketing strategy? So don't tie it to the entire business, tie it to that thing that he has told you. How do they bring more agency people to their brand or whatever? Then what are the target audience that they are looking at? So once you have the goal, executive summary, the goal, what is the target audience that they are looking at? Then based on the target audience, you can just mention maybe 2 competitors. Do you know any 2 competitors that they have out there? And with the competitors, you could just analyze the page, or what is their strength. You don't have to do too much. Just so is this structure now that you follow that makes it make sense. So by the time you're now done with that, what are key things that they can do to drive this in terms of content, in terms of advertising, in terms of emails, in terms of lead generation? So there are different aspects of marketing. Because if you're talking about a marketing strategy, like different aspects.
Yeah.
What offline thing can they do? So this is where ChatGPT can come in. You can use ChatGPT, just put the target audience in ChatGPT, put the target audience, put the goal that you're looking at. And then you just tell ChatGPT what are different ways that you can, come up with creative marketing, act as an expert marketer, and come up with like creative marketing ideas that you can use to push this thing to achieve this goal to this audience. ChatGPT will give you like different ideas. When they give you idea, okay, in terms of organic content marketing, what are some ideas that I can do? In terms of lead generation, what are some ideas I can do? In terms of offline marketing, in terms of digital marketing, what are some things that I can do? Then you now use your brain and put them together. So how you put them together is now, that's where your problem solving analytical skills now come in. How you put them together is what now come, okay, these are things. So this is the problem that I saw by looking at the page, that, okay, this page is not, in terms of content, you people are not doing this thing. I recommend this. In terms of this, you people are not doing this. I recommend this. Don't do it too much. You can just give one recommendation because you'll not be hired for the job. But they just want to see how you think and how you can put everything together. But then when you're not hired, you cannot do in-depth competitive analysis, in-depth breakdown of how you're going to implement all of these strategies. That is what marketing strategy really is. But I hope that helps.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So Miriam,
yeah. So
Miriam, someone is saying, I hope you took notes. All right. So Lucky, hello her. Thank you so much. Hello her for being with us at Girl in Africa. This is our official first virtual event, and to have you being the first speaker is something that we are not going to forget in a hurry. So if this was very helpful, please start dropping it in the comment section before Elohol leaves. I want her to see, give her a flowers while she can still see it as I'm rounding off, and as I'm
you can also tag me on Instagram.
Please tag on
Instagram. You can also tag Girl Learn Africa. So I think I have to go. I need to pick a call.
Thank you
that's
so
coming
much.
my phone.
Thank you so much, Elohol. Thank you.
Bye. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Elohol. Take care. All right, everybody. So I want us to be able to tag at Digital Creator Chick. Let me just give you our handle. Let me give you a handle so that will be helpful. I don't know, Chioma, if you're in the comment section, please can you do that? Can you tag put the handles of Digital Creator Chick and Girl in Africa so that people can tag? Or Christabel, someone should be doing that in the comment section, please. So thank you guys so much. I hope that we had an amazing time. Or Grace, you can do that, please, on anybody. I need someone to type that. I think I have my team. Are they still here? Yes, thank you so much. Chioma, Digital Creator Chick _ there's an underscore, right? So that it can be accurate, underscore. All right, thank you guys so much. I hope this was amazing. So what I want to encourage us right now is to please implement what was said. A lot of things were shared, and I'm sure that we're able to deliver on our promise, which is helping you to navigate the tech ecosystem, helping you to navigate your tech part. This is a starting point. Inside the Girl in Africa community, we have so many activities like this that are planned and that will come in regularly. Like I said, from next week, you can start booking career advisory sessions for free. I'm going to be speaking with an HR expert, someone who is very knowledgeable, right? Who has helped people secure a lot of jobs. And so she knows what the career space looks like. And you're doing it for free. So that is one of the perks of joining Girl in Africa. And, you get better chances if you are also active on the group. So please try and be active on the group. Try and be active. Let us know you. It's important that we know you. One of the things I'm going to be doing in the coming week is that I'm going to be coming into your DMs. You're going to save my number and I'm going to save your number. Is that okay? Is that something that you would not mind? Just so that I can also try to see how we can keep tabs, right, on every one of us. Because for me, connection is such a big deal. We started Girl in Africa because we really wanted to empower people, right? This is not a hobby. Like I said, we're recognized by Bill and Melinda Gates, right? And it's not even a joke. Bill and Melinda Gates in collaboration with CC Orb and Edo State government. So this platform is a platform that is specifically for women. We want to empower women and we want to see you grow. So everything that we're going to be putting out in the comments in our group, in the community, from the resource part to the, from the resource part to the job update, take it seriously. So do I have your do I have your promise that you'll be more active in the community? Let me know in the comment section. I want to see that you will be active in the community. Give me that word, because this is basically why we are doing this. We're doing this for all of us, right? You heard Lokelo talk about her experience. Growing in the tech space, you need to have support system. You need to have community. You need to be able to network, right? So it would always start from here. The people in that group are people that you can grow with to the top, right? So that is it. All right. So thank you so much, Dorcas. Thank you so much, Memunat. I'm seeing the comment section. Amazing, 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 amazing. All right. So for those who are wondering about our courses, our learning management system, like think of Girl in Africa, think of Girl in Africa as a Coursera for just women. How cool is that? So it means that when you're coming to learn our courses, which is not yet live, right? That part is not yet live. That will be live in the coming months. Maybe in September, we'll put out courses that you'll be able to subscribe and, pay for very subsidized fee. So one of the things that we are doing is we want to ensure that the barrier to pay for these courses is so low so that people can be able to benefit. And because you are part of the community, we have structure in place to ensure that you have the right mentorship and you also have the right community to thrive in those spaces. So please, I need you guys to be active. I need you guys to, keep building, keep participating in our events. And that is how I'll feel proud. That is how I'll feel like what we're doing here is working. My name is Ajiro Koribe again, and I am the Galen Africa's founder. Thank you so, so much, everyone. I am super, super grateful, and we'll see you in the next. So before you leave, please go to the community right now and tell me how you felt. Tell me, let people know that, you got immense value, and then also tag at Digital Creator Chick. Christabel is also going to be tagging our page Girl in Africa and Digital Creator Chick in the community. So please say something, show your appreciation to our speaker by tagging her, especially those who, their questions were answered. Please go ahead and tag her. You can take a screenshot of this right now, of this Zoom, of your Zoom right now, and go tag us at Girl in Africa and at Digital Creator Chick. Thank you guys so much. So go to the community now and let's go and hear what your thoughts were concerning this. All right, without no further ado, thank you guys so much. Sorry, everyone. So my network locked me out. All right. Thank you, guys, everyone. That's all I'm saying. Can you guys still hear me? If you can still hear me, please let me know, just so that I end this properly. My network kind of like locked me out. So thank you so much, Memunat. Can you guys still hear me? Just let me know in the comment section, just so that I can round this off properly. All right. So I'm looking forward to having more of this with you guys, and have a good night's rest. Bye, everyone. You can unmute your mic and say bye. Unmute your mic. Feel free to say something. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.